Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, so Betty just got off live. I'm gonna cover her um set. Sorry, I'm gonna cover this video because she's not playing pictures. She hasn't been playing pictures.
My stuff up here. Where is it?
Guys, I'm going to be dropping a video today. Basically,
KI, Tracy, it's nice to see everyone. Chicky, hey guys. It actually says, so everybody knows, in case you don't have to worry. I'm reading it here. It said that child was not 13 and we did not allow my son to be abused. We contacted all authorities. My son received all the available help he could get. Multiple therapists involved. His doctor did know because he went there. He went to the doctor and got checked immediately. Seth was involved in his therapy as well. There are so many lies in this story, including him failing to mention where Seth got banned from the base for his violent tendencies, where at the time my son was seeing a psychiatrist and psychologist to help him with his trauma from Seth's abuse and trauma from being assaulted by this child. Let me be clear. I think it's sickening that this man is airing my son's trauma online. My son deserves better than that.
I do agree with that. It's not for him to tell.
When we find him, and I believe in my heart we will, the truth will come out. He's doing his best to slander us as parents, but my son is loved and cared for and always will be. Public opinion based on lies, assumptions, half truths, and is rampant because of things like this, which has nothing to do with finding Sebastian. I will not stoop so low as to partake in the back and forth argument with him. God knows the truth, and the truth always comes out. Please stop the madness and focus on finding Sebastian because that's the most important thing. I
think this is kind of the mania's fault. It's kind of like being a co-parenting at the beginning, and somehow you're not now. Why? You need to stop this shit. It's pretty ass shit.
I think my short message to Katie Proudfoot is please take your own advice. I mean, I don't know how to clear to say that because out of everybody that has put Sebastian first, has been searching to find answers for Sebastian, they're not on the top of that list. I would say Seth is on the top of that list. Below Seth on the top of that list is his dedicated volunteers that are out there, boots on the ground. And below that is the internet army. And below that is mainstream media. Actually, I think mainstream media is even further down than that. I don't know. I mean,
how taking it? That's petty as fuck.
stop. Let me stop. Let's see what we got here. Was there an arrest for Seth's behavior? I don't think so. It was really weird, ICU. I don't know.
So you don't know about what?
And it's not even clear. It says for his violent tendencies. For his violent tendencies, where at the time my son was seeing a psychiatrist and psychologist to help him with his trauma from Seth's abuse and trauma from being assaulted by this child. Let me be clear. I think it's sickening that this man is airing my son's trauma online. My son deserves better than that. When we find him, and I believe in my heart we will, the truth will come out. He's doing his best to slander us as parents, but my son.
Sorry.
My short message to Katie Proudfoot is please take your own advice. I mean, I don't know how to clear to say that, because out of everybody that has put Sebastian first, has been searching to find answers for Sebastian, they're not on the top of that list. I would say Seth is on the top of that list. Below Seth on the top of that list is his dedicated volunteers that are out there, boots on the ground. And below that is the internet army. And below that is mainstream media. Actually, I think mainstream media is even further down than that. I don't know. Let me stop. Let's see what we got here. Was there an arrest for Seth's behavior? I don't think so. It was really weird, ICU. I don't know. It just says, and it's not even clear. It says for his violent tendencies. Like, what does that mean? Did he find out something and raise his voice and get kicked off? I think every parent under the sun dealing with a situation of SA type allegations or something like that has raised their voice and been kicked out of somewhere. That's part of my job. I should stop. That's part of my job, really, right? If there's something, I've been kicked out of meetings. I mean, you do that. So is that what is that what happened? She's not. What are violent?
I've been kicked out of meetings. Like, that's some grand thing. Like, what? Maybe just a bit of women. Sorry.
Tendencies. What did she mean by that? Like, why is it? And it kind of brings me to another.
Why does she do her due diligence and fact check everything? This woman has been saying that Chris and Kenny are not life in the sun, much I find her. They're both bad. She bitches about them, disrespect them. She has never been in the army. Pray to arrest Andrea Griffin. Pray to arrest Ian Powder. Do you think that makes you look tough? Yes, it doesn't.
Another point. Why is there stuff so cryptic? Why is Seth, when Seth talks to you, there's no question, ICU. We don't need to question whether somebody was arrested or something, because Seth kind of.
Oh, you don't need to question? Just like you don't need to question Katie and Chris, right?
Kind of explains everything, right? It's a thorough explanation. I don't know. I don't even know what violent tendencies mean to her. Violent tendencies could literally mean a number of things to a number of people. I don't know. Let me be clear. Say that, Chris, saying of all this. Yeah. Seth is doing another interview at 9 tonight with a response. Oh, good. I really like Seth. I do. But you know what? I like any.
But who cares about the step the real mom, right? Just judge her book and keep her up for no reason. For young surface pains. She's so goddamn surface. She makes videos like 20 videos in a day, lying on this family, this situation, lying about the facts, misinformation that
When I see a parent get up and fight for their kid, I just grab it, because you can't help, you know that whatever they're going through, like I don't understand, the
Yeah. She doesn't understand anything because she never has been a parent. She's not a parent. She doesn't know what it's like. On top of that, he's autistic. Not that doesn't define him. But it has behavioral issues. And she doesn't get it. She does not get
pain. I mean, I know that it has to be painful. I feel them as much support as we can possibly give them, just be their barrier when they need it, be their their pawns when needed, just be there. If somebody's attacking them, you go and take some of the brunt. You see what I'm saying? Like you just try to insulate them and protect them. And it's like on the ground, people are like that. I guarantee if anybody came up and was disrespectful, his volunteers would turn around and probably say something to him, right?
they need to be protected from the TP twice parents because you're making money, honey.
It wouldn't have to be Seth that had to say something. And that's kind of where it is. We're all sitting here behind Seth because we're seeing Seth really do groundwork, really trying. We're seeing his emotion. We're watching him. We're going through.
I don't think Seth should be working on this case because what if she goes out into the woods and finds the body and someplace God that never happens? Because the parent can grab the child that could impede on the case. I don't care what Betty behind. I heard this from D1. He said it's not a good idea for the parents to be looking because you might find a body. It might like safety find body, and he runs over there and cries like him or something like that. That messes up the case. You don't worry about his mental health. Oh, we do.
Through this entire process with Seth, and it's really hard for all of us to watch, but we're going through it and we're helping out as much as we can. We're giving him everything that we've got to give. And meanwhile, the two people that last saw Sebastian healthy and alive are sitting on their ever-loving butt complaining about everything.
You have a right to complain. People like you shouldn't be covering this case.
And doing absolutely nothing.
And that's the right.
To help or change the outcome or the circumstances. I don't get it.
Try to be a human being with feelings.
When she filed for divorce, she also claimed Seth abused Sebastian. Like, why wait to report it? Exactly. Why wait? But you know what? She seems like one of those people that obviously shovel things right up under the rug, doesn't she? I mean, isn't that kind of what she
does? He only not.
She did in this situation, especially with a Chris spanking her son, knowing that they have all sat down and talked to it as a family and have discussed.
How do you know this? I have a rumor about Holly and Jonathan and the Riches. You put tabs on the car, but I don't believe that because she hates Jonathan and the Riches, and she didn't get close to the family. So she's disgusting. She's not in this family.
No corporal punishment. It's not good for him because of his disability. The one thing she was right about in the whole statement was that God knows. Yeah, Gigi, you're right. She needs to take her own advice and go find Sebastian, June girl. Yep.
No, she doesn't. Like I said, that can hurt the case, you dumbass.
She must be mistaken for her own husband. He seems like he's the only one that has a violent background. Yep. She wouldn't have. And you know what's funny? You know,
she didn't even check Seth Bottom. How dare she take words of a. I mean, I believe Seth. Don't get me wrong, but she didn't even check into his background. And no. He's lying.
You know what, Christy? I'm reading your comment, and you're right about that. But now it's like, you know, the only time we're hearing anything bad or abusive on Seth's side is after the fact. We never heard those things before the fact. And we had an inkling that something wasn't right with Chris way, way, way early. And it's like Nina Gomez's to get information out, and it's not going to look good for them. He's not trying. Yeah, he's the only one that appears to have a violent background. But now that his violent background's exposed, now Seth's got to have one too, don't you know?
You never fact check, Eddie. How do you know? Stop making shit up. You can let's right from the forward. Stop making shit up.
Teresa says Seth has shown great restraint in not dishing on Kate because he's been asked repeatedly. He's fed up with her and CP's. Yes, and that's what he's not wanting. I mean, when he says I don't want to trash them, I truly believe he doesn't want to trash them. But in the same sense, he's wanting to get information out, and it's not going to look good for them. He's not trying to trash them, but the truth is the truth.
What is
you know, if that makes them look bad, you know.
No. First of all, do you have it? The cop says she's not found. That means the parents, all three of them, didn't have to do with this case. But you were saying they did. They clean him. Blah, blah, blah. Let a fucking bullshit lie. You know, full of bullshit.
No? We all have to kind of eat just desserts. And nobody's you guys know me. Nobody's perfect. I don't think perfection. I don't expect people to be flawless. I know that everybody's got their skeletons in their closet.
She made a live on Monday or Tuesday saying that the parents are peaceful. I said a waste of time. It is nonsense. The military. So how dare you disrespect military people? I don't care what you believe. Because you know what? I come with facts. And I can't prove you didn't do anything. Not yet.
I know that everybody has their history, their past, you know. The only thing that I ever expect from anybody is just better, you know, better than yesterday, right? Even if it's just a little better, that's progress. It's progress, not perfection. I don't believe in perfection. I never have, never will. I don't believe it exists.
No, because you're perfect, right?
No criminal justice degree. I've got an AA and paralegal studies degree. I hope that answered your question. Hello, just joined in. Oh, hey, Bonnie. It's nice to see you, love. I cannot believe her response. She needs to be out searching for Sebastian. Oh, but she does say, I mean, she does say that. She does say that. She seems to know that she should be out searching. She seems to know that Sebastian is the most important. She seems to know that Sebastian needs to be found, but she just doesn't seem to want to participate or help in it.
Because it's not good for the parents.
It's a little confusing. It's very confusing for me. I can understand why my audience is confused, because I'm just sitting here just as confused thinking, man, she wants everybody out there helping for her son, but she's not willing to even get up off her ass. And she ran away from home. And she wants to...
Okay, that's not true. She didn't run. She was chased out of her home. Let's face it, Betty right now is butthurt and still being a butthurt Betty. Jonathan Livingston is still being butthurt. Johnny Vincent is butthurt over the case in the Navy. You know all three dissing them, disrespecting them, and putting it's just crap. That is so not true, Betty.
Sell her the only home her son knew.
That's not true.
Well, shit. This kind of sucks. I wish Katie would. I really do.
I wish she shut the hell up. You don't liar. That's why you can't get any interviews like the father.
I wish Katie would take her own advice.
I
think she needs to quit being in denial and start coming into reality.
I'm not going to stop judging them. You don't know anything. You don't know Jack. You can't even prove that you did it. So once you prove that theory, then you can talk on the name. But since you don't have any proof, shut the hell up. It's all hearsay.
Start having, some come to Jesus conversations with herself, because she's not acting right. She's just not acting right. And that's what I said in my last video, is that, what did I say? Good Lord, I can't remember. Let's just watch it. It wasn't that long. It was 9. I think it was like 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Where am I on here? There we go. Oh, we'll just watch it real quick. Why not? We got nothing better to do. It's Friday. TGIF, everybody. Why isn't everybody having a party? Why don't I see like balloons and stuff popping off in the chat? It's Friday, folks. Are you? Can you guys see it?
Got bit in the face by a dog and had to have 7 stitches in his face. And he still isn't scared of dogs. I mean, he's not scared of anything. Except for, I guess, his stepmother.
Sebastian Rogers is a 15-year-old autistic boy that disappeared from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee on February 26th in the early morning hours around 6 o'clock in the morning. So how does it make me feel when I read this post from Katie Proudfoot about the SA allegations?
You don't give a damn about this case. Let's face it.
One is that it seems to me she's lashing out at Seth.
I did not
coming forward and telling the truth. So here is Katie Proudfoot's response to Seth Rogers' allegation. Was seeing a psychiatrist and psychologist to help him with his trauma from Seth's abuse and the trauma from being assaulted.
How is this happening, Sebastian?
Let me be clear. I think this is sickening that this man is airing my son's trauma online.
She's right.
My son deserves better than that.
She's
when
right.
we find him, and I believe in my heart we will, the truth will come out. He is doing his best to slander us as parents, but my son is loved and cared for and always will be. Public opinion based on lies, assumptions, half-truths is rampant because of things like this, which has nothing to do with finding Sebastian. I will not stoop as low as to partake in a back and forth argument with him. God knows the truth, and the truth always comes out. Please stop the madness and focus on finding Sebastian, because that's the most important thing.
Probably don't get the message.
And while I do agree with Katie Proudfoot, I don't agree with a lot of her stuff, a lot of her actions. I don't really agree with her as a person or a mother.
Because
I do agree with this.
Again, not a mother, never have been, never will be.
One statement. Sebastian is the most important thing. And we need to be focusing on Sebastian. And we need to help find Sebastian. And it seems like his father's helping, trying to find Sebastian. People like me are helping, trying to find Sebastian.
No, people like you, people like you, excuse me, people like you, I do is passing like parents. I just do not act there. There's a reason do not act there. Okay?
out by the graciousness of their heart to help find
I just cause problems. Let's face it.
Sebastian. Sebastian's first and foremost to all of us. But what we see from Chris and Katie Proudfoot is that they like to pack up and run off and
No, it's because of people, shitty ass people like you.
not lift a finger to help find Sebastian. So when I read this,
Stop spinning the story into something you can make a profit out. Boo, hombre. Come touch me.
it makes my blood boil as well. But not towards Seth, toward Katie Proudfoot. It seems to me that now all of a sudden Seth is no longer a good parent and abusive. Now, we already knew because, again, Christopher Proudfoot let the world know that he is the one that hit Sebastian and that he had the Child Protective Services called on him. So far to date, I haven't heard where Child Protective Services were called on Seth or anything coming out of it. Now, I don't know whether that happened or not, but Katie's trying to imply that he is a violent man. I would say that I would be concerned with him, like, say, if my child disappeared and I may be responsible. Just a thought. And
Okay, stop. He's not responsible. Never has got that information. I'll be back. I am so sorry about that. That's my fault. So yeah, she's seen the accusation here. That hasn't been proven. Let me move on.
I would say that I would be concerned with him. Like, say, if my child disappeared, I may be responsible.
But he's not. That's your fucking idea. That's your fucking theory. And he's not. And by the way, let's not do repent crap. Repent for what? If she's a jerk, if she has not done anything wrong, which the cops has not come out and said, this is all in your mind. It's sick and twisted.
Just a thought. And then it was so disheartening to hear her tell how she thought it was sickening for this man to air her son's laundry.
I agree with that.
Yet she's not even out looking for her son, and she said
There's a reason for that. No stopping nonsense.
she cares so much about. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know how this makes me feel. Well, I do.
He gets to turn about your feelings. Your feelings doesn't matter in this case. In every single one of her cases, she has not helped. She has damaged. Like she's damaged Steve. She's making false statements. If she can't handle it, come talk to me, boo-huh? I'm like, well, somebody fastening two spawns on you.
It makes me feel angry. It upsets me.
Go home, get angry. Because your feelings does not matter. And for you to be paying this after is 100% disgusting.
Opposed to standing next to him and just helping. They're the ones doing all of this. And
no, you are. In social media.
None of us are there. We can't say, hey, Chris did this or Katie did that. What we can do is look at their behaviors and apply a reasonable standard to it and say, is this how reasonable people would act?
You don't know that. You don't have a reasonable behavior in anybody. I'm sorry.
And the answer is no. And we can't keep
I'm sad. What? Why not?
We're the ones out here tearing up these internet streets from daylight to dark, trying to find any information, any leads to his whereabouts.
You know what? I've been thinking. You're not entitled to know everything about this case. You're not entitled, but you act like it. Hell no. You're not a cop. You're not a PI. Stop. Stop like this bullshit. And by the way, I'm going to say something. Chris and Kate has not been found guilty of anything. I believe innocent until proven guilty by the law, not by her. She doesn't matter. Sebastian, at the end of the day, it's Sebastian's is more important to have feelings, her thoughts, because you can't base that on anything. I'm sorry. Makes you mad, I'm sorry. But to be honest, just basing that I have feelings. Go with yourself, be a bitch and go with it.
Why they sit on their ass and complain about their frickin' image. It pisses me off. His mother
pisses me off when you don't understand. Do not put false information out.
Katie Proudfoot told law enforcement agencies that when she put him to bed at 9 p.m., there was no issue. When she woke up at 6 a.m., he was gone. She called her husband. They looked around the house. She could not find him. Her husband and her immediately three-wayed law enforcement.
Okay, don't you think if she was at home. If she was at home, why do you need a three-way? That's bullshit. You saying that Chris was at the home, and baby girl, it came from your mouth. They doing like the cops.
He came home. They notified the biological father, Seth Rogers, and the rest is history. Since this case has begun, we've watched absolute madness in this case, and people always like to blame social media. But in this
Because it's a problem. Because y'all are the problem. Y'all are reaching out to the family, to the cops, to TBI, FBI. You shouldn't do that. Nobody should do that.
case, it was a horrible nonprofit organization.
No, I'm not going to let you.
Interview that Chris and Katie had, and that just set the internet on this firestorm. I mean, there was just people coming out of the woodworks that just started attacking.
Yep, never mind. You're way ahead of me.
Sorry. It changed up for me. Give me a minute to find. Sorry. Let's find it. Okay. There's a minute, sorry. It's taking a minute. Doesn't mean shit.
And now we're in a situation that we're in.
You'll cause that.
Notified the biological. Be absolutely disrespectful to everybody in the community. The community itself kicked them out. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like.
That's a birthday night. Oh my God.
If you'd like to help you.
Andres Griffin. Say yes, John. If you control the
There you have it,
truth,
folks.
and be honest.
So if you have no clue on how I feel, I that is exactly my sentiments on all of this, on everything, on their behavior, on, you know, why I feel the way I feel, even lacking of information. It just doesn't make sense. Their behavior doesn't make sense. It hasn't made sense since the beginning.
Did you hear it? Lacking information? Lacking? Oh my God. Girl, sit down, shut up. Because you're making this look bad. To be honest.
Beginning, I think we all really thought this boy walked out that door, and we just really wanted to help. But we knew early on, because the searchers, the ground.
You're not helping, Betty. You're definitely here for the money, not here for the kid.
searchers were talking to the media, the mainstream media, and they were saying that there was no scent, that they've never seen anything like this. They've never got out there and had a situation where the dogs didn't pick up anything. They said they've never encountered that. And that's when I think that the regular, people started looking into that and thinking,
no, it's you. It's you. Don't blame other people. You're part of social media, baby. You do baby something. No, it doesn't. To the online people who does content, it does, but to the real life, no. Your history proves that. 42 arrests. I don't know if he's been in jail, but you don't catch guns. Doesn't matter. You run your mouth too much false information here. God, you were petition stinks. You haven't had any cases at all. You just make them look worse.
these are searchers that have done this for many, many years. I think this guy said he had 20 or 30 years of experience. I mean, it was something ridiculous and no sense. He had never seen or experienced something like that. So I think that's when everybody started kind of looking in and saying, there might be something more, but I don't think anybody was ready to make that leap. It was too early on. And so we were really eager to hear from the parents. And about 8 days after this boy disappeared was the first interview that Chris and Katie had. And that just set the internet on this firestorm. I mean, there was just people coming out of the woodworks that just started attacking Chris more. But I don't think anybody was ready to make that leap. It was.
You shouldn't make that leap. As a professional in a law degree, I don't believe that. So I can't blueprint shit. Some shit you're not being putting shit in the law. Oh, so I forgot she's in 2.5 lawsuits in London. She's about to lose. I promise you. If she puts any more of this crap that she's done to this creator, all she has done is commentary. And boo-boo, you're gonna be on the internet, boo-boo. You're gonna have to buck up and take the hits like everybody else does. By the way, I'm using this video on the Fair Use Act.
It's too early on. And so we were really eager to hear from the parents. And about 8 days after this boy disappeared was the first interview. I mean, everything was stepfather. It wasn't even Katie at that point. True crime. But, you can't, and I've never seen any innocent parent give a damn about what people think. Most parents, what they end up doing is assigning somebody to take over looking at the social media so they can.
No. Social media is being a pain in the ass. People are thinking Chris is guilty. Repent for what? I had to say that. Repent for what? He hasn't been found guilty of anything. It's wrong for people to protest against him because they think they know everything. And to be honest, you don't know shit.
Maintain their search efforts, getting out there and dealing with people. And
again, in the hand of the investigation, comprehend that, babe.
Knocking doors and asking questions and seeing what people know. I would think as a mother, any mother, just your child didn't come home on time after a school event. You're kind of calling the friends, you're knocking on.
And that happens.
Any mother, just answers, to find answers. You've got war rooms, you got friends over, you're looking at maps, you're communicating with others, saying, hey, this might.
This conclusion I haven't said this. She does not have any training in searching. She's not a professional. Here she is blaming the suspected act.
Might be a prime area. We think he could get to this area by this amount of time. You have all these actions that you see each and every parent doing in a situation like that that's presented with something like this. But when you have, in this particular case, 2 military trained people that would know better how to do something like this, totally taking a back seat,
it may hinder the case.
Sitting down, and then when people start saying, hey, dude, why aren't you out here helping? They pack up and leave town. Not once, but twice.
Because social media, people have been chasing them. So, India, get this fucking idea out of your head. Social media is causing problems right now. You should sit back and let up on the parents. Because Chris isn't guilty of anything.
That's not sus. Man, we shouldn't even look at them. How dare us? How dare us even consider that they had anything with their stellar reputation and all? How dare us?
Marana.
Dog, don't lie. They didn't pick up his scent. Yeah. And they're trying to justify it now because I think they need to tamper down the stuff because they still need them talking. They still need them being cooperative. And as time is clicking on and as each day passes by, I guarantee you Chris Proudfoot's getting more nervous and more nervous. And he's going to start taking that advice and shutting the hell up. And their window of opportunity to get information from Katie and Chris is closing, if it hasn't closed already.
Okay. Let's define this beautiful lie. They are operating with the police. So if the goddamn police needs to know something, you can always talk to them. But for you to sit and judge them, no, child.
Could he actually be in the house, under the house attic? Laura, no, I don't. And here's why. Even though they didn't do forensic testing, they did do a surface search. And I would have to think in the surface search, under the house, the attic, all that would have been the boy 13. And she, even though she didn't state an age, like if you're going to make a corrective statement, like, and the boy wasn't 13.
Stop.
And the boy wasn't 13. You would think that you would put the actual age in there, like the boy wasn't 13, he was 11. But it doesn't make a difference how old the boy was. I mean, it doesn't matter if the boy was 6 years old. It matters about the trauma. It doesn't matter. Like, she's focusing on an age, and Seth is focusing on the trauma itself. This lady, I can't with her.
I can't with you.
That's why I said no matter whether she's guilty of knowledge or not, she's guilty of knowing how badly Chris treated Sebastian, and she stayed idly by her man at the.
Quit saying this misinformation, babe. Stop spreading false narratives. Your narrative. How dare you sit there and spin this? I'm not trying to do that. Make that exercise like that. Unless you try to do some research, maybe find out the real fucking truth. You haven't been through this.
Expensive for
some. But you do this all the time, right? You blame the parents. Like the brothers, you can't find a single evidence like them.
And I just have no respect for that. I don't think any of the women in my chat have respect for that. I think I don't know if any woman, whether on here or not, I have to think that all women, whether we personally like each other or not, have to agree with that statement.
I'm not agreeing like your actions. I'm not agreeing to your statement because they're all false. How dare you sit there, not being a parent, not having kids, just as a mother? Fuck you, baby.
I'm fairly new here, but I love Betty. Oh, thank you, Teresa. I appreciate it. I see a lot myself in her. She's
Oh my God.
supposed to have my car back 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
And I'm still
boo.
sitting here without a freaking
No,
car.
why? Because
Not
God
enough to
knows
camper about it, but it is what it is.
God
And
knows being like
it
fuck
has
up
prevented
this
me
place.
from being able to. I needed to leave yesterday in order to get out there for the Saturday stuff. So there's just not, it's not going to be something doable. But I've got, once I get back from Illinois, I'm planning on doing a trip out there because, you know, after all this stuff dies down, Sebastian still needs to be searched for. So once it clears out there, we'll go in, say probably after the 20th, maybe I'll probably start heading up there probably about the 21st. And then that'll give me an opportunity. I won't be so rushed. We'll be able to stay a whole entire.
She's making content off of this kid. How fucking sick is that, babe? Not because it did not have the right to record.
Week up there, we'll be able to really do some impactful searches, identify some areas that may not have been identified. You know, they're staying kind of right in that area. There's some other places that are just gnawing at me that I really, really, really want to get out and look at just to see if they're viable. And maybe just take a half a day and just, you know, search the area in a couple spots just to see. There's just some spots that I look at and I'm just like, they're just calling my name and I don't know why, but they are. So I just really, really, really want to get out there and look at those. But again, it's not in the area that they're at all. It's actually significantly over an hour away from where they're at right now. So Ash, you know, the Alaska trip. Ash is talking about the Alaska trip and how she believes they took the boy to Alaska. I think that's improbable, unless they drove to where I don't think he would have went to Alaska. But I don't think his mom and his stepfather are capable of a situation like this. I've looked at them, you know, even though the lady's batshit crazy. It takes a certain person to do certain things, and she and he just I don't see that they got that. I mean, they've got stuff in them, all right, but I don't think they have that in them. Does she have what it takes to cover her son's butt? Yeah. Does she is she going to deny the fact that she believes her son is involved, even though she thinks that there's a strong possibility? Yeah, I do believe so. But I don't believe that they would be. I mean, you got to think about.
But you don't want to get this batshit crazy. Not all the listeners running through that girl abuse. I'm sorry.
This is what I just want to put in perspective. I mean, you're talking about not just a child, but you're talking about carrying that deceased child in a vehicle across multiple states.
How fucked up is that? I'm serious. That's so fucked up. It's almost sickening. People have to be miserable with life to do something like that. To sit there and judge a mother when she's not a parent. I'm sorry. She's not a parent. And you don't have any right to judge. You don't have kids. I don't care if you got stuff because it's different.
State lines in that condition. I'd be jumping through as many damn hoops as possible just because I would want to know what happened. Just the simple curiosity of, oh my God, this child disappeared. What could possibly have happened with my son, with my friend, with just the pure curiosity of, oh my God, my friend, my family is gone. And we went from that to sitting at home and running and they have time, they have the time to load a camper, to literally go through their house, pack up like clothes, pack up toiletry items, go in their kitchen, stock up their RV with food. Like they have all this time to think about all these actions they need to be doing to get the hell out of Dodge. But the last thing on their freaking mind is going out there and searching for their son.
How dare you attack these folks? Like I said, it may impede the investigation. That's why you're not going out. Seth has the skills and knowledge. I'm not even sure if mentally it's safe for him to go out. And I'll tell you why.
And her only concern is the fact that Seth talked about the essay allegations
He didn't need
that
to do
Sebastian had to undergo and go through. And she's angry at that. Out of everything that's going on right now, that's got her panties in a wad.
Stop talking like that.
She has her priorities.
You don't know what sisters and are doing, so stop assuming. Try to stop accusing people, because at the end of the day, most of the time, 100% of the time, you are wrong.
Really, really messed up. And I'm seriously starting to question her mental health at this moment.
How about
because I feel like this lady is
Betty is butthurt. You can go out and play PI. Yeah, you might go out there for long. Like, you might maybe after this dead kid. How dare you? How dare you?
just overboard delusional. She is completely detached from reality. I don't know what world she's living in.
If she is, she has every right to be.
I really don't.
Coming from
Bower Sox are shady. Bower Sox are shady. We watched the Bower Sox. Like, when it comes, like, my mom's a mama bear, you know. There's been some time there's been times that mama bears come out. Okay, so I know my beautiful, sweet, amazing.
But didn't he lay hands on her, babe? Didn't he try to strangle her, babe? Yeah.
Loving mother has a ferocious animalistic out at this moment. She is not losing her shit at this moment. She's not shaking. She's not uncontrollable. She doesn't seem to have a worry in the world. The only worry she has is getting the hell out of Dodge and getting away from the people side-eyeing her. She doesn't care. All she wants to do...
Oh, shut the fuck up. It's not true. You chase them out of the sea. You hurt their reputation by spreading misinformation, babe. So shut up for once.
Is to be seen in the public's eye as a grieving mother. The problem is she's not grieving.
You don't know that. How dare you sit there and judge her? Now, you haven't been around her. You haven't been inside her house. You haven't been 24/7. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. You saw in the back seat, right?
Plenty of money I would buy. I know, right? Well, it's a part. It's a stupid part. It's like, this whole economy just sucks. I don't know how to express it other than it sucks. Who waits for a car part for a flippin' month?
Oh,
Who?
I
have never in my freaking life. Ever. You go in, you spend a shit ton of money, you go out. That's the way car repairs are supposed to be. You're not supposed to go in, lose your car for a month, pay a shit ton of money, and then leave broke, and then not have a paycheck to go behind it because you've been without a car for a month.
Kill yourself.
It's like a double whammy on this one.
It's probably better for
Katie,
you.
to me, she looks brainwashed. And you know what? That's another thing, you know, and I brought that up on the show multiple times. If you guys don't watch this,
You can prove it. If you can prove stuff on paper or by video, shut the hell up because all you do is sit talking now. Yes, you need to be called out for this. Stop it, babe. Stop.
if you don't watch, you should probably start going back. I'll have to put them on a playlist so you guys can go back and watch everything.
Why?
We've done for
Because
this
you-
case.
you haven't
but
done
one of the things that I
anything.
talked
You-
about was that
You haven't done anything that cause problems. And God knows you are in denial about the social media problem.
because I was really angry with Katie. I was really angry with
Get angry. It doesn't matter.
jealous.
What?
RV. And I'm like, you know, if we do believe Chris is this person that could hurt Sebastian, we have to look at this like Katie just left with him. Like I have all day long to be mad at Katie. You know what I'm saying? But I want somebody there to be mad at. So I have to refocus my energy and effort to make sure she's safe and okay. And I even said that on our live, like, you know, we have all day to be mad at her, but we need to make sure that she's safe. And I have to be honest with you, GE girl.
I'll talk. Not evidence.
Katie has the personality of a rock. That's an understatement. Katie, if I won $1 million lottery, oh, we must be getting down to the part. Did I see Justice for All in here? It's nice to see you, Justin.
Oh my God, how fuck are you?
In the videos, I hope you're getting a little more of my my personality in them, and I don't know. I've been enjoying them better. I like the work, and I like talking about the avocation aspect of it. Unfortunately, it kind of sucks that it's this case because I'd like a case that has, you know, that's a little better than this. And if that's what we're doing, that's what they're doing, then we need to have a huge fleet of people out there peppering those polls with missing person flyers. So many flyers, 10,000 flyers out there that it's going to take them a freaking year to tear them all down. That's what we need out there. And so that's what the big push is. We need flyers up. We need to be talking to people, talk and walk and talk.
No.
Ask people, did they see anything? Ask people if they recognize
Oh my God. Oh my
Ask them
God.
what they think.
Stop. You're not going to insert yourself in ruining this case, okay? You may be inserting the case to make money off on him. I can see that. She doesn't really want to go confront these people. All she wants to do is bitch and complain and moan about. She's not done to be an acting. That's right. I'm happy doing that job because you're going to probably arrest you ass. Don't you think it's the cops' jobs to be looking for him? Don't you think they have to look for him up one side of that town and down the other? And let me say this. How fucking dare you say, look, I don't believe in the cops. That's not backing the cops up. That's disrespect. So fuck you for saying that. Because you never have sub a case.
Think happens. You never know. You never know. You might hear a name. You might have something you can turn into law enforcement. And that's what this is all about. We need to help. We're going to stay out of law enforcement's way. You see law enforcement out there, you turn and run the other way, right? But don't worry. I know people are trying to say, they're going to arrest you. Law enforcement does not work like that, okay? If they were going to arrest 1,000 people, they would be literally there for the next week filling out paperwork. It's unobtainable. It's unreasonable to think that that's what's going to happen. If you see yellow tape, stay the hell out of the area. Be courteous and respectful to all law enforcement. If you need help, You know how to get help. Use the buddy
Oh God, no, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
system, stick together, have a contingency plan. Make sure somebody's phone is charged and full at all times in case of an emergency. Bring latex gloves. Wear comfortable shoes, but wear protective shoes. If you can, wear long sleeves, long pants. You might want to put sunscreen on your face, your arms, your feet, or any other exposed body parts, including, don't be like me, my lips never stop peeling now because they're damaged so bad from sun, because I remember to put sunscreen everywhere else but on my lips. Okay, I'm lying. I never wear sunscreen, and that's probably why my lips are the way they are. So don't be wise, not smart. Okay, I'm smart, not wise. So protect your lips, put a hat on, do those types of things. Bring out bug spray. You never know if the mosquitoes are just going to be attracted to you that day or not. Bring out some Band-Aids. If you have a little package of Band-Aids, throw it in your backpack. Make sure you have water. You need to stay hydrated while you're out there. Make sure you have a face towel unless you need to sit down, right? Because you don't want to sit on the ground, or you need to wipe your face. I always have 2 to 5 face towels in my backpack at all times, with at least 3 to 5 bottles of water. They don't need to be cold water when you're out there. It doesn't really matter. They stay in your backpack and get room temperature anyway, so don't even worry about grabbing the ones out of the cold refrigerator. Just grab them out of the package in the garage, stick them in your backpack. You'll be fine. And TD reminds us diabetes. So bring your insulin or any medication with you just in case. There you go. Now you have all your disclaimers on what you.
She's wrong about the closing is gone. She's right on that. But if you stick like in control, stick like 5 bottles in the freezer, then wrap it up in foil, and let it cold and bed down. She's right about. She's not wrong about that part. To make it stay cool, if you use a bandana as a hat, you can let the bandana, but I can't say it. Bandana, with it and put it over your head. That will make you cooler. What else? And make it. How about first aid, not Band-Aids? A first aid kit in your backpack. Have your medicines, like she said. I'm kind of know what to do if you're gonna be out in the heat or because I used to go to day camp. I used to be a Girl Scout, so I'm not 3 years to Girl Scout camp. We need a knife, maybe. I don't know why. Maybe don't be a knife. You see a cop, always be respectful and truthful and get involved and stuff, right? Okay. I'm like Betty, and she has no bones. She has OCD.
You need to have on you before you embark on a search. Even just walking and talking and handing out flyers, it can work on you. It can work on your legs. It can make you sweat. You need to stay hydrated no matter what work you're doing out there. If you're moving, you're burning energy. And if you're burning energy, you're burning water. And if you're burning water, you need to replenish. That's it. And backup chargers. Thank you, Pickle Bear or Pickle Bar. Pickle Bar reminds us we need our backup chargers if you're going to be.
And for the love of God, don't record. This isn't the camp. This isn't a hike. It's somebody's life. You don't need to make money of somebody's tragedy. I know that's hard for Betty to comprehend, because that's not. She goes to places and film stuff like here's the city, here's blah blah blah, blah blah blah. It's just making money off of this child. How sick do you have to be?
Recording, if you're going to be taking some photos and videos,
Don't record. In this case, do not record. Do not take pictures. It's just a waste of time.
remember, don't touch anything that you perceive as evidence. Me personally, I like a stick. I like to have a long stick with me. That means if something's covered up, you kind of just flip it a little off. You're not touching it. You are still contaminating it with some biological materials, bark, but at least it's not body oils, and it's still staying preserved, and you can lift stuff up and put it right back down in the exact location with a stick.
There's still a company like evidence you don't fuck. So stop it. Do not touch anything. Just call the cops, let them know they can come out there and see. No, she doesn't back up anything.
So that's kind of what I do when I'm out there. I like the large sticks. They help you. You always run it through the grass in front of you just to make sure there's no snakes or other little things that are out there. Don't be freaking out because you're in the nature. Okay. Yeah. Nature calls. Okay. We were born in the wild. Trust me, we all got it in us. I believe you've got it too.
Speak for yourself.
Have a Life water bottle. Expensive, but great to use in the wild. There you go. Yeah. So, no, we don't need toilet paper. I'm pretty sure there's bathrooms. You're going to have to exit stage right. Nobody wants to see all that. Okay. That's only special whenever you're on the side of a mountain and you want to piss on, somebody. I need to stop.
Why is she so happy?
This is about Sebastian. This is not about pissing on the side of a mountain. It was in the same kind of area. It was in Tennessee. It was for the Summer Wells case,
Yeah.
I wish I was pissing on somebody besides the side of the mountain, but
Yeah, and look at that outlet for you. Look at that outlet. But you haven't learned anything, have you? I will.
and you want to piss on, you're just to buy shorts. All right, guys. Case, kind of wish I was pissing on somebody besides the side of the mountain, but side of the mountain will have to do. Side of the mountain will have to do. Easier just to buy a box of 1 gallon. Oh, good Lord. Okay, I'm gonna stop. You know what? I gotta tell you, the other night in the mod chat, by the time I was done with that, I looked at the chat. I was like this. Is it safe to come out now?
God. Well, I've been on here for a long time. I hate that laugh. You're not a true person that gives a fuck. I mean, really, do not have the parents in this conversation. Do not put the parents, a pet, against them. But I'm understanding you can ruin that parent's life. You have a cohesive conversation that was going right and then you fuck it up. I mean that on you. Bye.